right, folks, this is Mr. Hansen. Let's take a look quickly at just how to get started with Onshape, how to make your account, and how to get enrolled in the certification program we're going to do as we are learning how to use computer-aided design tools. First things first, make sure you are signing up for the educational plan in Onshape. Pretty easy to Google Onshape education, should be the first thing that pops up there, or you can follow the link in the assignment. Some brief information to fill out. Hit create edu account. It's going to ask you some questions about the school just to verify that you're part of an educational program. All that information is stuff you should either know or it's easily Googleable information. For example, like the school's website. You don't have to use your own personal phone number. You're welcome to use the school phone number if you want to. But you should be able to access that email. One thing I am going to ask is that you use under your email, your school email, not your private personal email. Just to help keep track of what we're working on. Once you get an account made, you may have to go into your email to verify your account to create a password. Always double check. If it doesn't pop up in your inbox, check your spam folder for that email. Once you get logged on, get that password made, get your email verified. The Onshape dashboard looks something like this. There's a quick little intro video. Perfectly fine to go through and check that out. So we will go over how to use this software as we go through this learning pathway. But we are going to start looking at a certification program that is both an introduction to Onshape and an introduction to computer-aided design in general. You can click the link here under the video to go to the Onshape Learning Center, or click the link in the assignment to get there. I've got that pulled up here. Onshape is a completely cloud-based software, and they've also created a lot of tools for learning how to use this software. Nice thing is that you guys are using an educational account. Instead of having to pay like $500 for one of these courses, you can take the online stuff for free, and I'm going to help you guys go through that. There's a ton of different videos and tutorials. These called learning pathways that will certify you in different aspects of using Onshape, from like general fundamentals to managing teams to using specific materials like sheet metal. What I'm going to ask you guys to do is take a look at the learning pathways. We are going to do this introduction to CAD learning pathway. It's a pretty good quick introduction to CAD, and it will help us get used to using Onshape as we design things to be used in our engineering software. So, again, click the link in the assignment, or you can get to it from here, or you can Google this. Do make sure you are signed into Onshape, otherwise it's going to pop up and want to charge you for this. But if you're signed into Onshape, it should be free. So this introduction to CAD learning pathway has 4 little mini courses that we're going to go through with some exercises and video content and lots of information. So the assignments on Canvas will be based around these 4 different courses. So we're going to start with the first one, which is the Introduction to Parametric Feature-Based CAD. A bunch of words there that you probably don't know what they mean yet, but we will get into that. You can click Start Course to get started. It'll pull you up the outline for the course. So a little bit about how this learning pathway works in Onshape. Once you do something, there'll be a little green check mark, and that something may be watching a video. Hey, and it's good information. There's if you prefer reading and a quick reader, you can read through the transcript of the video. It has some of these little self-checks built in that'll ask you to do something and submit some information just to check and see that you're keeping up with what's going on. And in other courses, there'll be like assignments, exercises that'll have you do stuff in CAD that I'll show you guys how to do that. In order to get the certification, you will need to be 100% complete in all of these courses. So just do make sure you're actually going through this stuff. The assignments that are posted on Canvas will refer back to this information. It may not necessarily ask you to go through every single step on Canvas, but to get the certification, you will need to go through all the steps. Again, we will go through that as we proceed through this learning pathway. me go back to the home page real quick. Go back to Introduction to CAD. Once you've got 100% on each of these four little mini courses, there'll be a little survey at the end. You take the survey, bam, you are now a certified user in Onshape. This should give you the basic information that we'll need to create our engineering designs in Onshape, create detailed blueprints that we can use in the workshop to build stuff. This computer-aided design tool will let us create 3D digital designs that we'll use to 3D print with plastics or 3D print with carbon fiber, or run the CNC machine to create designs out of a variety of different materials. The software is incredibly powerful. It's professional grade, and if you guys know how to use CAD at a semi-professional level, it's actually something you can get paid for. I know some college freshmen that are making about $35 an hour doing CAD design work freelance. So it's definitely something you can roll into a career to make money. And these are people who haven't finished a college degree, that not that far out of high school. So by the end of your 3 years in this engineering program, you should become pretty proficient with this software. These certifications are nice, and there's we'll go through one. We may go through another one next year. But these are the kind of things that you can put on your resume to showcase your capacity to do things. So you take that resume to a company, a business, a client, and say, this is what I can do. This is what I'm certified in. Give me lots of money to do this complicated stuff. That's how you make money as a professional engineer, somebody with professional technical skills. So I'm looking forward to getting started with the stuff with you guys, and we'll get started on the next assignment here pretty quick.